Okay, let's play Tales of Vesperia Part 32. Alright.
Man, could you be any weaker?
One shot should do.
Another!
Brilliant! Punishing down! Flash! Lightning wave! Punishing beam! Flash!
Sorry.
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking. Man, could you be any weaker?
Let me at him!
Out of my way! Who's next?
Rage rods! You okay? Punishing smash! Hammer blow hopper! This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your leg.
Those who obstruct the work of the knights shall be treated as criminals!
Wouldn't have it any other way.
How feeble looking!
Don't get careless. Take this! Take this!
Brilliant!
Take this! Raging blast!
Nice aim smash!
Cerberus strike!
Comet break!
How does it look, Rita?
Just like I thought. This formula is protected by a code as well.
Think you can break it?
I said I'd do it or die trying, didn't I? This has nothing to do with getting us to Miorzo anymore. There's no way in hell I'll let those idiot knights go on using these poor blastia like this!
Okay, I'll leave this to you guys.
And where are you off to, Carol?
I'm gonna keep watch down below, just in case more royal guards show up.
Well then, I'll come along and help out.
I'm going too. It looks like Patty's cheered up.
I hope so. And you know, the guy's enthusiasm actually kind of scares me.
It's Yuri's influence.
I guess the rest of us will stay here for now.
Yuri himself is as laid back as can be, though.
True.
Looks like it'll be a while before she can crack that code.
Royal Guard, huh? I wonder what those guys were planning to do with the blastia anyway.
The knights have come back!
We've got to hold our ground here.
How feeble looking!
Let me at him!
Well then, here come the riffraff.
They're just waiting for us to get tired.
You won't get past me!
Destruction field! And another!
Punishing beam! Flash!
And another!
Rita! What are you... We have to destroy him! You worry about the knights! Rita! But why? We're out of time! You can't possibly... Rita! Can't possibly what? Fight them all off? Do you have no faith in me? In us? Succeed or die trying, wasn't it?
We won't give in. Rita, do what you can and save that blastia. We're gonna do our best. We're going to fight them all off, so hang in there.
You guys. I will. I'll fix this thing if it's the last thing I do. And just so you know, I'm expecting the same from you guys.
Oh, hell. Guess I'll give it all I got, too.
Are you joining the Shining Youth Brigade or something?
Looks that way.
This looks like it'll be a long fight.
Don't let your focus slip.
It's do or die!
Open your door!
This is happening!
And another! Shining fangs!
Look at Ruby! Let's keep Rita nice and safe.
I feel this power inside me.
It stopped.
Rita!
Way to go, Rita!
Well, I'll be. She came through.
The Knights are pulling back!
Why? Because the blastia stopped? I wonder what they were trying to do.
Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Now we've kept our promise to Tord. Judith, you take it from here.
Okay.
Whoa!
What is that thing?
The door has opened. That is Miorzo, homeland of the Chrétien people.
It's definitely impressive.
It's as unexpected as a dandelion blooming on the bottom of the sea.
Looks like they won't keep it open for us very long. We should hurry. Baul!
A flying city. Who'd have guessed?
Forget the city. What about that huge thing? It looks like a living creature.
It's a floating jellyfish.
It's an Interlakeia, though not one I've spoken to.
Interlakeia? How did something like that swallow an entire city?
That I don't know.
I had absolutely no idea a city like this existed.
That's because Miorzo cut off contact with the outside world ages ago.
It's not gonna attack us or anything if we get closer, right?
Don't worry. As long as Baul is with us, we should be allowed to enter.
We're invincible! We're strong! Unbeatable! Unwavering! We are brave Vesperia!
You let your guard down anymore and you'll trip over it.
Come on! I was in such a good mood, too.
You drop your guard more than any of us, old man. Oh, isn't that just acting?
Oh, my dear Judith, how very perceptive. I guess it takes an adult. Things like this just whiz right over these young'uns' heads, you see.
You ever notice how the old man's ears wiggle when he's lying?
Look! Raven's ears are wiggling!
You're right. They really are wiggling.
I never heard anything more ridiculous in my life. You never met anyone as calm and careful as old Raven.
Look at those ears go!
Anyway, the important thing is to proceed with caution, right?
This is amazing! Hey, look!
They're all Critians.
Are they welcoming us?
Now this is a surprise. These visitors really are from the outside.
Well, well. So it was you who called on Miorzo.
And what is this? How strange. What curious ornaments you wear.
Hey, it's not polite to stare, you know.
How are such children as yourselves able to come here?
She's talking about you, Patty.
You too, Rita.
Is this monster an Entelekea, perhaps?
It's Baul. Have you forgotten him?
Oh, you're the one who descended to the Earth some years ago, right?
I believe Judith. Yes, Judith was your name. There was something you had to attend to, and...
Are you about finished? We would like to meet with the Elder.
Please feel free to do as you wish.
He may be out for a walk again, though.
Okay, so they're a bit weird.
That's actually called rude.
You're one to talk, Rita.
All Critians are pretty much like that. Like what? Oh, easygoing, unafraid. We are dreamers and optimists, for better or worse. The Critians who live on the surface are like that too.
Living together with humans, the Critians on the surface have lost some of their naivete.
So is the Elder like that too?
How should I put it? He's the perfect elder for weird people.
Sounds like quite a unique individual. I'm trying to be nice here.
This should be interesting.
The Critians are different than I imagined.
Oh man, I totally agree.
What's so different?
You know, more like... I thought they'd be more like you, Judith.
Yeah, I'm seeing far less skin than I expected. I mean, come on!
So that's what the two of you were looking forward to?
How juvenile.
What are you looking at me for? I was talking about her personality.
Seriously, let's have some decency here.
Is it me, or are you a little disappointed too, Yuri? I'd like to ask the same thing, Yuri.
It's you.
Ah, man.
Would have imagined there'd be a city in a place like this.
There's so many types of blastia I've never seen before.
Looks like the Critians really were the ones who created Blastia in the first place.
Yes, seeing all this blastia makes it very easy to believe that.
It sure would be nice if we happened upon a way to do something about your power, Mrs. Stell.
Really, that would be nice, but
It's not working. It doesn't have a core. It's just the body.
this city has stopped using blastia. What you see here is what everyone threw out long ago.
Why would they do that?
Because that was the path we chose.
It's been a long time, Elder.
So you were the cause of all this commotion outside. You've returned to us.
These children are humans who are traveling with me.
This is Blastia, is it not?
Yes, it's my Bodhi Blastia that I use.
I thought that Earth dwellers had stopped using Blastia, like us.
do you not use the blastia here because it uses a special formula too?
There are no normal or special types of Blastia. Blastia is made by crushing apatheia and processing those pieces with technology to produce cores, and through the absorption of air.
Hold it. Cores are made from crushed apatheia?
Indeed, that is what the stories say. It appears apatheia was too powerful in its original form. Even without that power, it is a stone more valuable than any precious gem. This is why its power was restrained by breaking it into pieces and carving formulas into it, and thus its numbers were also increased. Our legends tell us that cores were always produced in this way.
A bit ironic, huh?
Yeah. The apatheia that comes from Entelechea, who hate Blastia, is necessary to make the very Blastia that they hate.
Maybe Pharaoh didn't tell us about apatheia because he felt uncomfortable talking about it, you think?
Elder, there are many things I'd like to ask you about.
We're trying to find out what sort of role Blastia played in ancient times. And if Blastia ever brought disasters to this world, we'd like to know how they might have been stopped. Niorzo must still have some folklore, right? Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
Very well. My home would be a better place to speak of such things. Please go inside and wait for me there.
Hey there! Where are you going?
I was in the middle of my daily walk. I'll return to my house before too long.
Apatheia, Blastia, air disturbances, Entelechea. It looks like everything's connected.
We might even see more connections once he's told us the Critian folklore.
The Elder's house is the large building with a differently colored roof than all the others.
Gotcha.
Patty, we're leaving.
Oh yeah, I'm coming too. You used to live in Niorzo, Judy?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
What sort of kid were you?
A little shy and overindulged, maybe?
A little shy.
That's hard to picture.
It is beyond imagining, isn't it?
Everyone told me I was a strange child.
Yes, I can see that. A child being called strange by strange people.
She must have been Judy-like since she was little.
I'd like to ask you all exactly what that means to each of you.
Do you think we should really just go in? He's the one who told us to wait for him here.
I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
Actually, you're kind of like that too, Judith.
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Seems like Patty'd fit right in here too.
Might be nice to live here.
Ah, there you are.
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting. Now please, step this way if you will.
Huh?
This is the very means by which the lore of Miorzo is passed on.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall and repeat these words. City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
City of dreams veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
What's happening?
Whoa. So the Nagik can do this kind of stuff too.
You know about the Nagig. Through its power and the secret phrase handed down, the wall's true form is revealed.
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritia, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garaios and ancient sages. Our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Adaphagos.
Adaphagos?
The world united to challenge the Adaphagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Entelekea?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garaio civilization was lost, the Adaphagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
So then, is this painting showing the Adaphagos being brought under control?
What is that?
It looks like a large ring. What is that?
I can't say. I've wondered that myself.
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Adaphagos disappeared into the void.
What?
The world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin. 240th year of Asul.
What's that supposed to mean?
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean. Our ancestors created the blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire civilization. They then chose to abandon the blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Miorzo.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
You know what's helpful? There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while? I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
Everything the Elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan then? I will not let that happen! Never! I won't give up on her.
The Cataclysm? The Autophagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the child of the full moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Autophagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Autophagos, the children of the full moon.
But wait! Aren't the Hermes blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes blastia. That legend made it sound like all blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The elders said that blastia are blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the blastia we're using?
Blastia are special, but all blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same. And formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more blastia, the Autophagos will awaken. This is what the Entelecheia are afraid of.
And that's what I was worried about.
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
So does that mean we have to stop every blastia? Like the people here in Myorzo did?
Aye. We should toss every blastia in the trash. Gotta row our boats with oars, too.
That's impossible. We need blastia for our everyday lives. Barrier blastia, aqua blastia, Bodhi blastia too.
Yeah, you're right.
So, it's really not possible?
I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah.
I wish we could use blastia without worrying about consuming air. But I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
All things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air. Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power...
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Autophagos.
Awesome!
Sounds difficult, but awesome.
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this formula. For Estelle and for me.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven, where are you going?
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah. For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them. Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
That's kind of up to them.
What was that? This blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with a core.
Something's written here. Warp blastia?
So in other words, someone used this to leave Miorzo?
It looks that way.
Didn't they get rid of all the blastia here? There shouldn't be any functioning, right?
Yes. At least that's how it should be.
What could a functional blastia be doing here?
It appears that someone's left the town.
Estelle. Where's Estelle?
Wait, and where'd the old man go?
Huh? You don't think both of them used this?
What do you mean?
The blastia in our towns should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
A core was probably brought in from outside the town. It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula.
But why would she?
Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Very well.
Let's look for them too.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
Do you think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
As you thought, the two of them are nowhere to be found.
I wonder what could have happened to them.
Anyway, let's get back to the surface and look for them.
But even if we do, the world's a big place. It's reckless to just go searching blindly.
Perhaps the two of them went on a walk?
A walk that involves leaving the town without saying anything to us? Not a chance.
Well, only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath. And words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
Out.
Ah, well. Just when things were getting good.
Just who are you, anyway? What does the head of the Knights want with you? I can't believe I only just remembered that. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hurry! We have to follow them!
I understand how you're feeling, but please try to calm down.
What? Aren't you worried?
Of course I'm worried. That's why we should calm down and think rationally, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I see. I'm sorry.
Got any ideas?
Ah, yes. The Master of Miorzo might have some idea.
He's an Entelekea after all. Maybe he felt the flow of air from the blastia. Did you hear it? Could you tell us where it was? To the west. A sea of sand. A town? It's not too clear, but a desert town. I think it's Jormungand.
That's the town in the sands of Kagor, where we met Duke before.
The sands? Why would they go to a place in the middle of nowhere?
Let's head there now.
You're leaving, then?
I am.
You don't need to shoulder such a burden. Haven't you suffered enough?
Thank you, Elder. But I'm not suffering anymore. If you went into the outside world, you might understand too.
What's happening?
What's going on? It's just a pile of ruins.
This didn't just happen in a few days. This is like hundreds of years.
Maybe there was a huge fire that... no. Not a chance of that happening, huh? Quiet. Someone's here.
Duke.
This could be our clue about the Rhizomato formula.
That's the dragon from the Wizened of Kodos.
He's traveling with Duke, huh?
I've got questions for that guy, but we have to find Estelle first.
They got away.
Huh?
There's no time. This isn't what I would have chosen, but so be it.
Alexei, what are you doing here?
Ah, looking for the princess? I'm impressed you found your way here.
Do you know where Estelle is?
What do you think you're doing?
Is this your idea of a joke, Commandant?
I am at a loss as to how to thank you. Your pitiful sense of justice has allowed me to work with little interruption. Long ago, there was the pirate Eifried, and now we have the likes of Barbos and Rago. They were each of use in their own fashion, but you have performed magnificent work, far surpassing theirs. You're some of the most talented and foolish performers I've seen.
What?
However, the time for fooling around is over, it is time for you to exit the stage.
So that's it, huh? It was you pulling everybody's strings all this time. Well, I'm not laughing, Alexei.
Commandant!
And yet another fool arrives.
Flynn!
Commandant! How could you? You're the pride of the Imperial Knights. How could you commit treason?
This is not treason. I am merely following the path of one who holds true authority.
And you just intend to betray the trust of His Highness Yoder?
His Highness. Yes. I think he'll be relinquishing his rank soon.
This is madness.
Milord, all is in readiness.
Jaeger!
Well done. I am headed for Bactian as planned. I will leave this situation to you. And Yoder's fate as well.
Yeah, you bet, my lord.
Alexei, wait!
Who said you could leave?
Stand back. If you try to stop us, get the hell out of the way!
Your princess friend is at the Shrine of Bactian as well, you know.
What did you say?
You'll be too late if you don't hurry!
Go after Alexei and Jaeger.
Sir!
Alexei! You won't get away with this!
Yuri, come on! Yuri?
Yuri Lowell, give yourself up!
The Shrine of Bactian is said to be located on the Hypionian continent.
Hypionia, the continent east of Desier. The Egathor forest is there.
Are we actually gonna trust what Jaeger said?
If that's where Alexei is headed, then Estelle's gotta be there.
We don't have much information, so I guess we'll just have to go check it out.
We can't just sit here and ignore that guy!
What's the matter, Patty?
Actually, come to think of it, didn't he say something about Eifried?
That man is the cause of it all. If we take him out, we can get Estelle back.
But what about Raven?
I'll bet he delivered Estelle to them and then just took off!
No, Raven. He wouldn't do that.
Well, the facts are that she's been kidnapped and he's nowhere to be seen. I mean, that's only logical, right?
It's possible he was captured as well.
Well, whatever. Let's get going. Yuri?
Yuri.
Flynn. A word?
Very well. Let's talk over there.
Just what the hell are you doing? What happened to advancing as a knight and fixing the Empire from within? You've been nothing more than a damn puppet on Alexei's string. Don't you dare tell me that the Dawn and Bellius died for nothing more than that. He was there working alongside you this whole time, Flynn. How could you possibly not know?
I'm sorry.
Why, though? Did you go along with it because Yoder trusted Alexei?
His Highness is not to blame. I had total confidence in Alexei. The responsibility is mine.
So your pursuit of the Apatheia at Nordapalika was on Alexei's orders, I presume?
Yeah.
You'd better start talking. Tell me what happened. There's no reason to worry about exposing the Commandant now.
The conversion of Heliord into a military installation. The abuse of the residents at Mantake. All of Cumor's activities, the forbidden development of New Blastia, all of these were carried out under the Commandant's... under Alexei's orders.
Well, you've grown up to be a model knight. Unquestioned allegiance to your country. That's nice.
The Commandant, Alexei, was not always this way. You of all people should remember, those who are just will lead lives of prosperity. That was the ideal Alexei once held dear. That was why
But all it's done for you is help you lose sight of your original intentions. Not that I have much right to preach to you, after I let them run off with Estelle like that.
No, that never would have happened if I hadn't been blind to Alexei's true nature. I had grown far too used to simply obeying orders like a good knight, even when I doubted them. It was my lack of thought that brought this about.
Since when is moaning and whining part of a knight's job description?
You impudent!
No. It is as she says. I must shoulder this responsibility. It is up to me to rescue Lady Estellise.
Whoa, what?
Captain, what should be done about His Highness? If anything were to happen to him, the Empire...
I know. That's why this brigade is concentrating all our efforts on ensuring his safety.
But Captain...
Please.
Damn it, Flynn. I didn't yell at you to have you turn around and start telling me what to do. Brave Vesperia is going to rescue Estelle.
Then let me join you. Let me be a member of Brave Vesperia.
Captain?
A knight joining a guild? Don't make me laugh.
I was unable to prevent the Royal Guard from abducting Her Highness. I am duty-bound to correct this wrong by saving her.
Give it up. You know you have no place in a guild. But if you want to come with us, I won't stop you.
Yuri!
But you know what you have to do, right?
As soon as we've rescued Her Highness, I will return to protect Prince Yoder. I cannot allow the Empire to be thrown into disorder. I'm sorry, Sodia, Witcher. I must ask you to take care of the prince.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Please tell His Highness the same.
Understood. Yuri, thanks.
Same here. You had me worried there. It's good to see you're back to your old self.
Alexei. So he's the one who's been advancing Hermes' blastia technology.
Yeah, it's taken a while, but everything points back to him. All right, next stop, the Shrine of Bactian. We're gonna get Estelle and Raven out of there, and show Alexei just who he's messing with.
Agreed.
Just who does that idiot Commandant think he is?
Barbos, Rigaud, even Jaeger. Alexei was behind all of them.
And now he's taken Estelle!
I won't let him do this!
I am gonna rip him to shreds the moment we get Estelle away from him!
He must receive his due punishment. We can't let him get away.
Treating Lady Estellise in that manner. Alexei is no longer the man I trusted.
He's evil. That's all there is to it, and he will not change. It's time for some payback.
us when we fell into the sands of Kagor.
You mean the monster we ran into in Kados?
Not a monster, an Entelecheia. It must have altered the air at the Wizened of Kados.
I think I saw it before I passed out in the desert.
Do you think that Entelecheia is friendly to humans?
It's the same as Baul and Velius. Entelecheia can use language, so we can befriend them.
Right.
How about this? Out of my way!
Lunastorm!
How about this? Alright, who's next? How about this? Demonic circle!
I've unlocked new strength!
Huge thing.
It's the Heracles.
Did Alexei send for it?
That's the Entelecheia Astal. Alexei's still trying to get Apatheia, it seems.
It looked like it got away, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was forced into those ruins.
Those ruins definitely appear to be the Temple Bactian.
I wonder what Alexei's plotting this time.
It doesn't matter what Alexei's planning to do.
Right, we're just here to rescue Estelle.
But if we get too close like this, we'll end up like Astal.
Let's land a little bit away from it and approach on the ground.
Alexei!
Jaeger, that useless worm. Can't he even swat a few pesky flies?
Alexei, what have you done to Lady Estellise?
Give Estelle back!
Estelle, come on, wake up! Estelle!
No matter.
Yuri! Everyone!
As you can see, the princess's life will fade each time she uses her power. If you care for her, then do not interfere further.
Alexei!
You bastard!
Captain, are you okay? Captain!
Sodia? What are you doing here?
After we left, we picked up the Heracles' movements. Prince Yoder dispatched us, saying that you could probably use our help.
That little prince never could mind his own damn business.
Well, Well, what about you and all that pathetic bluster and bravado?
Sorry, but unlike you well-bred aristocrats, I'm not perfect.
Hey, you guys all right?
Oh, huh? What are they?
They came to save us. Apparently Yoder told them to.
Alexei's inside the temple. Let's hurry up after him.
Captain, please come with us and return to His Highness's side at once.
Sodia?
It is difficult for me to say this, but this place is far too dangerous. The one we most need to protect for the sake of the Empire right now is
I know that. I know that, as a knight, that is what I should be doing. I know that all too well.
Then...
But this is something I need to do myself. For Her Highness, and for Alexei. Please, let me go.
But...
Take us there.
It must be pretty damn inconvenient to be a knight, huh?
How can someone like you... How can the captain possibly consider someone like you his friend? Our captain is the ideal to which we all aspire. He's the epitome of an imperial knight. And yet, for some reason when he's with you, he is not himself. Just like this last time.
Whatever. If you're looking for someone to have a heart-to-heart with, go bug Applehead over here. We don't have time to sit around and play guidance counselor for you.
Applehead?
That's it!
Sodia! No, don't! Sodia!
Listen well, Yuri Lowell. Your very existence is hurting our captain. Stay away from him!
She's pretty intense.
All right, now we've done everything we came here to do. We ask that you please take care of the captain.
Platoon, fall out! We must hurry to rejoin the brigade!
Yuri!
Come on, we have to catch up with Flynn.
Right. If she's forced to use her power, then it'll be too late to save her or fix the air.
That bastard! Using her like some kind of tool! He's gonna pay! Come on!
If we don't go after Alexei, that Antilocheia we saw is gonna wind up in Apatheia.
Even from this far away, Astal's wounds look terrible. He might not hold out much longer.
I guess not even the Antilocheia are a match for Heracles.
Maybe that was Alexei's reason for building it in the first place.
Naturally. There's no way he'd need something that powerful just to take care of the guilds.
Whatever the case, we have to catch Alexei and stop him before it's too late for Astal.
Prince Yoder was thoughtful to send his knights to help us.
To help us? Don't you mean to help Flynn and Astal?
Coming here is reckless enough, but sending help is even crazier. Doesn't that little prince understand his own position?
That's the kind of person His Highness is. I'm sure that what's happened has caused him exceptional grief.
Are you referring to Estelle? Or perhaps Alexei?
Both. Let's hurry.
Hey, slow down.
What are you saying? This is no time to be taking it easy.
We don't have any clue where enemies could be lurking, so calm down.
You're right. I apologize. Yuri, you guys are much more level-headed than...
Don't worry about it. We're all in this together here. Patty, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm extremely okay. Come on, Estelle's waiting for us. Let's hurry.
Alexei made it sound like Ifrid was one of his men.
It is true that the Knights employ guilds on rare occasions, but...
We don't know whether Ifrid worked for him, right? In any case, that conversation's on the back burner for now. Let's go.
It looks like the battle against you is over, Flynn.
So when did you become aware of Alexei's rebellion?
I've held doubts about the Commandant's orders for a while. After Yuri warned me in Nordopolica, I reconsidered previous events in a new light.
And you understood Alexei was pulling the strings in the incidents with Barbos, Rago, and Q Moore.
When I heard Lady Estellise was being held, I was certain. I only wish I had realized sooner.
Even so, you unraveled his plot on your own. We still have time. We'll get Estelle back.
Right. Patty, isn't it? Will you aid us in our mission to rescue Lady Estellise?
Do you even need to ask? We'll put an end to Alexei's schemes.
Together now! How about this? Holy Lance! You like that? This'll hurt! How about this? Divine Streak! You like that? Summer Strike! Look at this! You like that? And another!
Remember to keep a sharp eye out.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. Who's next? Who's next? That's what happens when I get serious.
A new skill under my...
This should be some fine training.
Don't get careless.
Away! Take this! Take this! Away! Inspiring! Mr. This wasn't...
How much does Alexei know about the Apatheia?
I only heard that a terrible power dwells within them. If the Union gains possession of them, the guilds will be able to resist the Empire in actual war. That's why the Knights were sent to gather and watch over them.
To the point of kidnapping Estelle and bringing out Hermes Blastia?
Alexei has wicked plans for the Apatheia.
But what exactly are those plans?
Alexei is still after the Entelecheia Estelle.
Estelle is the Entelecheia from before.
Anyway, let's just rescue Estelle, grab the bad guy, and then make him talk.
Right. We should hurry.
How feeble looking!
Don't get careless.
As your sword!
Ready?
You like that? You can't move this!
Come and face me!
Alright, who's next?
Resound! Song of victory! A rewarding victory!
From behind? Oh man.
Our ties to each other will save us! The sign of victory!
Yeah.
Stride
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let us take caution.
You like that? You like that? All right, who's next? You can't walk at this. That's what happens when I get serious.
You never did give me an explanation. What were you thinking about when you sealed off Nordopolica and the Wiesen of Karos?
I was following Alexei's orders.
And was using trained monsters his order too?
Likely so. But being unaware of the nature of my subordinates was my error. I'm not fit for command.
At least you understand your mistake.
I swear that I will correct that mistake.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let us take caution.
Take this! Let's go.
The last room looked like this too.
All these rooms look the same. I wonder if they're all like this.
I'm gonna go check out what's ahead.
Repeat.
I've heard that this kind of construction is intended to humble visitors. So this must be the approach to the shrine.
We don't really have time to be dawdling.
It's okay, relax.
As we thought, the rooms all look the same from here on out. Repeat's sense of smell doesn't seem to be working too well either.
I see. We can't afford to get lost in here.
Here, use these. Let's make a map as we go.
You're always so well prepared.
Carol, can you do this?
Yeah, I'm good with maps. Leave it to me.
We'll be in a lot of trouble if you mess up, you know.
Don't say that! Come on, everything will be fine. Probably.
You still look troubled to me. Alexei is rotten to the very core. Trusting him is pure folly.
I understand that. His actions cannot be forgiven. But...
No buts about it. This is no time for doubt. You can see Alexei clearly now, Flynn.
You're right. You're more mature than I'd thought.
Am I? First time I've ever heard that.
I need to be steady myself, too.
Aye. Plant your feet on the deck and bring down Alexei.
Right.
You'll be gone soon enough.
Take this! Well done! Gather round! And another! And another! Swift and certain.
If only I had been near Lady Estelle so that I could defend her.
That wasn't in the cards. She chose to travel with us.
I guess you're right.
I'll take the heat for this.
That's not what I meant. I'm in no position to blame you.
And your position is just fine.
Maybe so.
Is it just me? Or is it harder to breathe here than on the sea floor?
No. There's something going on between Yuri and Flynn.
Let's have a good time!
Demon Magic Sword! Demonic Distraction!
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.